Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and for those of you who don't know, we do deal with bullion here at the coin shop, and one of the things that I haven't done in a while is giving you an update on the bullion market. I am not a predictor of bullion prices. I do tell people that my mindset on bullion, both gold, silver, and a few other things, is pretty much that I don't believe in buying and selling. I believe in buying and holding. And I look at it as a combination of a hedge against inflation, a savings account, emergency fund, and an inheritance. And that's kind of my viewpoint. It's not the type of thing that I say, hey, you buy here and you sell up here and you look at market data and all this stuff. That's just not my mindset when it comes to this stuff. But I'm going to give you some insider information. Some of you see the spot price change. That's the daily price on the stock exchange for gold and silver, and that's the only thing that you're aware of. But on the inside, you need to be aware of how volatile the local demand and also national demand can be for gold and silver. And so it's not just a matter of what the current spot price is, it's also the availability on the wholesale market and the open market, so to speak. So there's almost two markets that work simultaneously. Sometimes they work together, sometimes they work against each other. So as of this filming, we're in the first part of 2021. If you would have come in 1 year ago in the first part of 2020, you would have found with silver prices sitting in the mid to upper teens that I would have plenty of silver in stock. I was paying $1 under silver from people who brought it in. I was paying selling it at $1 over. And I was buying a ton of it and selling very little. And it got to the point to where I had to wholesale material out, which is to say I was buying so many ounces of silver that I couldn't keep it around because I am not made of money and I do not get to simply pass more trillion-dollar spending bills. And if I could, well, then maybe I just stock up on it forever, right? So that was the scenario a year ago, and then today, the price is about $25 an ounce. But the reality is that it's become extremely hard for us to get it on the wholesale level without paying a larger premium for it. So a year ago, if I wanted to buy silver, I could probably buy it just at the spot price from other dealers. So, and today, if I want to order it in, it's probably going to cost me $1 or $2 over the spot price to get it in here. So you've seen a shift in demand, which is to say there are what I say sometimes you'll hear a dealer say the market's getting really tight. They just mean it's getting hard to get a hold of some of the material. And this has become true specifically of silver, a little bit of gold also, but the markets, they're a little bit different because you have a different price point, obviously, a little bit different consumer on those, usually just based on price more than anything else, of course. But what's fascinating when you look at, I use the term fascinating a lot, and then I get picked on, so I apologize for using the word fascinating. Some people make it into a drinking game. Whenever I say fascinating, you take a drink. All right, so we're talking precious metals, though, not drinking games. And the market has been really tight. Just for a historical reference for y'all, it's been harder to get metals in since roughly the beginning of December of 2020. So we're talking about the last couple months where a year ago I had more sellers than buyers on a local level. Today I have a lot more buyers than I have sellers. So it's been hard for me to get in inventory. I have small amounts in inventory, generally speaking. I have more people who are looking for it than I have selling it. And so this is the current bullion market. And this has been true a little bit of gold also, where I've got people who are looking for gold. And, a year ago I could have bought gold from other dealers around spot price. Maybe it had a 1% premium on it, depending on what it was. And maybe I'm selling it at a 3% or 4% premium. And today, I have wholesale dealers that I call. I say, hey, you got any gold for sale? And they'll be like, yeah, but it's 4% over, it's 5% over. We all have this Eeyore attitude about it. It's just what the market is. So you start finding that there's those two markets working at the same time, which is to say there's the spot price, and then you have what people can get items for and what they're willing to sell items for. So I talked to dealers who said, you know, a year ago would have sold me stuff at spot, and they're like, well, I've got this item, but I'm pricing it at 4% over, and people are buying it from me, so I got to sell it. You know, I also have talked to many dealers who have had kind of an attitude that's like, I don't want to say buy and hold, but they say they're not comfortable selling inventory if they can't replace it. And that's the mentality of a lot of dealers. Not all of them, though. I tend to sell stuff if I have it in inventory. I've never been I don't hold on to stuff. I don't think that's good customer service. But some of those guys, you know, they deal in different circles. Some of them don't have a shop. Some of them just are you know, a wholesaler vest pocket kind of guy. So anyway, that is a little bit of what's been going on in the market. Gold and silver, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I do know they spent a few $1 trillion more than they budgeted for last year. I do know that we're going to have really some shortfalls in receipts and taxes when you have as many people unemployed as we've had over the last 12 months. And so it's interesting. Like I said, it's never changed my mentality. My mentality has been slow and steady wins the race. The guy who at 20 years old buys an ounce of silver every paycheck, by the time he's 50 or 60, he's going to be happy with what he has. And it's not a matter of getting worked up about the current situation in the world. It's a matter of having a plan and keeping your plan and sticking with it. So anyway, thanks for watching. I've been the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.